question, but I didn't come away with the impression that you were going to run. I didn't come away with that impression. What suddenly edged you into wanting to do this? I mean, this is not a political campaign, but I'm just curious, why all of a sudden...
I know you're worried about NBC.
Yes, I am. Seriously worried.
It's part of why we are running this whole NBC problem.
Unfortunately, to let you know that not everybody is afraid of NBC.
I would be surprised.
Not everybody is afraid of INEC. At Ganifawa means this thing on Sunday, I can hear Ambode 2019 and they were blasting it. But even Oyinbo that is announcing Ambode, he doesn't even know how to call Ambode. I was like, eh? So now everything has been commercialized to be Oyinbo style in this thing. They are shouting Ambode and trying to announcing his re-election for 2019, which is contrary to the provisions of the electoral law anyway. So I wonder,
the politicians can do that, but for us here, we
have to be.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, that suddenly, why? Then he was so neutral. I remember when I interviewed him, I think a year or two ago.
I'm still politically neutral.
Really? I don't think you can claim that.
So, I'm doing what I used to do. I'm just bringing activism to a dynamic life to running for office. It's not the same thing as being a politician. I know when people...
The minister asked you during your interaction that you should have started from a councillor or something. What base, where are your offices? Where are your campaign groups? What base do you have? In the end, the question I'm posing to you, Barrister, and also to Sowore, is that I think that there is no competition as yet for the sitting president. I don't know what could happen between now and February, but I
have no idea. You're sitting here in Lagos thinking there's no competition. We've been to Kano, we've been to Kaduna already.
Yes, I see that you're going round all over.
We've been to Abuja, we've been to Owerri, Onitsha, Benin, we've been to Ibadan, and we've been to a lot of places. And this, I can tell you that the vacancy in Asura, Nigerians are tired and they want a clean break from the past. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how many people.
Barrister, do you share this opinion that Nigerians, before Sowore came along, I know your trail of thoughts. You've said to me that you feel that, yes, the president initially had some false starts, like, when you're in athletics, but you felt that he picked up, and that, in fact, you even said to me, whoever feels the president isn't doing well should get us a candidate. Yeah, so this is a candidate now.
Yes, I was also elated at the time I found out that my friend is coming out to, at one point in time I thought it was one of our stints in advocacy, like, what is this man? But by the time I saw the way he was going about it, I said, okay, this is one of the serious candidates around here, and let's see how far. This is what we have been saying. There are so many social media wayliers and wayliers, and that we are expecting them to bring out their candidate up to today. Some of them are not even supporting Sowore. They are only saying Buhari should not contest. And the question is that your candidate? That Buhari should not contest is your candidate? Bring out your candidate. Now that we have Sowore on the block, and he has been doing quite well. In fact, the only thing I can say right now is that the joy of his coming out and the activities he has embarked on is that he's unblocking the mind of the youth.
Unblocking the mind of the youth.
To mean that the only people that can contest.
But you, Buharis, have said there is no vacancy in Asarok. So isn't it just a waste of time? You, Buharis.
Most definitely, every sitting government, every sitting governor, every sitting president, everywhere, up to today in America, you can hear that Trump has already inaugurated his own campaign for another election year. Why is still even 1 year away? That inauguration means that there is no vacancy in the White House. But everybody that declared there is no vacancy will always...
You're dodging my question because it's your friend.
Right? No, I'm still answering your question.
When you are not here, you need to see this guy.
I know him.
If they say anything about Buhari...
If I said there is no vacancy in Asarok, I'm still saying there's no vacancy. That does not stop any
Okay,
other person from
now
contesting.
you are giving me the point.
That does not stop any other person from contesting.
Yeah,
Your
no,
friend says there is no vacancy.
No.
Yeah.
My friend is a lawyer, a human rights one for that, a constitutional lawyer. He has the fundamental right to express himself about where there's vacancy or there's no vacancy. People told us the same thing in 2014 about Jonathan, that there's no vacancy, we're just wasting our time. And a few weeks later...
Funny enough, you even acknowledge it that you were part of the media revolution that brought this government into office. Now you're trying to be a part of another revolution to unseat this government. I don't understand your inconsistency.
No. I've been consistent about good governance. I actually never campaigned for Buhari, and my friend is here who is a hailer for Buhari.
Yes, he is.
Serious one.
I had no relationship with any political party. I still don't have. As of now, we haven't had discussions. So, but I have always consistently fought against bad government, bad people who are in government.
Bad governance. Okay, so let's look at the issues now. Bad governance.
For example, when Jonathan was vice president and they wouldn't let him become president, we fought even harder.
The constitution was like being set aside.
Yes, we fought harder than anybody could imagine to ensure that there was constitutional transfer of power. From the vice president, he became the acting president. Even when all his friends, cabinet ministers with him, were all there saying, sabotaging him. The Chief Justice of Nigeria was sabotaging him. The Attorney General of the country was sabotaging him. The Senate was sabotaging him. The House of Reps, most of them, his party members, were sabotaging him. I remember the Speaker of the House, Ban calling them. He wouldn't support Jonathan. The people who had the constitutional power to do it were against his coming to power. We, who didn't have the constitutional power to do it, who were just, outsiders, we mounted the pressure, provided the information that prepared Nigeria for Jonathan to take over power from the Yaradua cabal. I won't say Yaradua because Yaradua was effectively dead 5 months before he was officially declared dead. So Jonathan benefited from my activism at that time. Nigeria benefited from my activism when I was a student in the 90s. For 10 years consistently, we fought against military rule. And there was civilian rule in 1999. 10 years we fought in the university, in the streets of Lagos, Abeokuta, Ibadan, Abuja, everywhere we fought. Even when I was doing my youth corps, I fought in Yola against military rule, and I had to be put in a guard room after my NYC for 2 weeks. So a lot of people went to jail. I fought against third term in this country. So I am very, very blind to any political sentiment.
All right.
And
so
that is what happened.
I'm not. I mean, if you, a man will always, life will always come to us based on our image about ourselves. So if you feel that you are ripe and good enough to contest, I'm not gonna, contest
that's even too late to be discussing.
Tomorrow morning, I could as well wake up and say I want, it's my inalienable right.
You see,
but I want to look at issues, barrister. Okay.
But what you don't know, Moyo, is that it's not only him on the block these days.
Of course. There are almost about.
In fact, I just heard that the presidency has become a
39.
Fuji Kronas now. That even what they call his name now, Pasuma, also want to contest for presidency.
I saw about that. I can't.
That will tell you that the thing is hotting up and at the same time it's becoming a form. So
but
let's go there.
My issue is that what chances do they have?
Leave their chances.
But in any case, let's just leave that.
What chances do Buhari have as of 2013?
What could possibly be motivating young people to be coming out against this government? What is because the government, the impression that we are being given. We had Alhaji Lai Mohammed on online with us on this program, and he told us that every single campaign promise that the president made, he has fulfilled.
That's a lie.
He's fighting corruption. He is. Barrister just told us the improvements that are going on in terms of PHCN. You heard about the economic improvements governance as well. The indices, you can't controvert those indices.
What do you mean
now.
I can't controvert?
I mean, the 47
So why
billion
don't you let me
naira.
speak?
Okay, fine.
Exactly.
I'm just
So
trying
ask
to
your
reel
question.
it
Don't
out.
say I
I'm just
can't
trying to
control.
say that.
You can't say I
what
can't controversy.
are the issues that
So ask
you
the questions. Tell us the things that he said that are not controvertible.
All right. So what are the issues? This government is doing well.
Let's
This
look.
is what we are being
I'm
told.
a journalist like you.
Mhm.
You have questions. You said certain things cannot be controverted. Let's start from there.
Okay.
What are the improvements that can't be
All
controverted?
right, I want to look at the economy.
Okay.
You know,
What
number
about the
one,
economy?
the 47 billion naira, what's it called now? The external reserves that have
47
gone up to
billion.
47 billion naira. As at yesterday,
What
we were
does it do
informed.
what does it do for the ordinary Nigerian streets of Lagos? Nigeria is about to take the place of India as the world poorest place in the world. Do you know that?
No, that's not as
Journalists
part of
do
the
your
indices
research.
that we are being told.
Exactly. So don't just repeat government's propaganda on air. Do your own research, and so that you can understand. The Nigerian people are the people we need to be talking to. They are the ones who we need to take their issues up. Whether they're eating well, their children are going to school, whether they can travel on our roads, whether we can have rail lines, whether they can get medicine from hospitals. That is what governance is about. It's not some figure in the Bank of England of an external reserve. External reserve don't
Thank
mean
you for
nothing.
mentioning a Bank of England, because
Yes.
we are told that the economy is set to grow at 2.5%
Who said
this
that?
year.
Who said
The
that?
IMF, the World Bank, and the minister regurgitated that also at
We
her
hear that all the
meeting.
time.
You know,
And
Mhm.
economic improvement means nothing if it's just a PowerPoint presentation. I'm telling you, how's your neighbor doing? You know, how are your family people doing? Are they have the life?
but don't you think these things will take a while to trickle down? This
How
is, I mean,
long? How long?
It
58
is
years?
quite surprising to me that my friend do no longer want to believe the statistical displays of improvement that we are witnessing has been real out. I believe very well that he's a good researcher and he has used
inflation
many.
rate is dropping. She said,
Yes,
Honorable
he has
Minister,
used
that
that
inflation
in
rate is
his
dropping.
in
Oil
many of
prices
his
are
things
recovering.
before. So I believe one thing,
Yes,
that
it's true that oil prices have improved.
that is a good thing from somebody that is contesting against an opponent. He will always want to, like one way or the other,
Play down
play
the
down
achievements.
whatever may be,
Okay.
even though you have been a proponent of such before. If today, as the statistic roll it out, what we are witnessing is like a downturn, or the oil is going down, the
Inflation rate.
rate is high
External
beyond,
reserves.
and that kind of external reserve is deeply even more than what it
Even when
was
we talk
met.
about the battle
I am
against,
sure my friend will
corruption
not
as
say
well.
that it is inconsequential, borrowing the statement of the man in okay. So that is what we get. I am not going to blame him. I'm not going to castigate him for saying that.
It's
It
his
is
opinion, after
normal
all.
for him as an opponent to somebody
It's
that is
actually not
contesting.
normal,
Because you know why I said that? You know why I said that?
You know,
The
this
fact
is what
remains
I've
that
always done. This is what I've always done. I've always put the feet of any government to fire. I challenged them when Omoyele was claiming that the Nigerian economy was improving under Jonathan. I took her out.
In
I
fact,
said
it was
it's a lie.
rebased
Yes.
during her days.
Yes, and this is the same thing you guys are repeating, the lies. They rebased the Nigerian economy and claimed that it was better than the South African economy. But it was a lie. Have you ever heard anything about rebasing the economy? The people at the Statistics Bureau in Nigeria, I think
NBS, National Bureau of NBS, yeah.
released that we have now in Nigeria over 40 million people unemployed. It's the highest in the history of this country. This is a government agency. So I don't know why we can't just accept that things are not improving. But let's even give it to you that things are improving, in your PowerPoint presentations, not in Nigeria, because it seems like we have to compete now.
Things are improving in PowerPoint
PowerPoint.
presentation, not in Nigeria.
Can I just
really
take
want
you
to,
up?
Vice,
Can I
I
just take you
really
up?
want you to take up the issue of the battle against corruption, because he's been so vociferous, in terms
Nobody
of,
fights corruption like me, and nobody can. Even the federal government.
this administration is fighting corruption. This is what we're
that,
told.
that's exactly why when
Thank
when
God
you're
your
talking
friend
about
is a
corruption,
lawyer.
Yes, when you're talking about corruption, you're talking to a person who does the work of corruption for free, anti-corruption for free,
Exposing, busting,
corruption.
all
Exactly.
sorts
And I
of...
can tell you categorically that the political will in this government is terrible in fighting corruption. a simple example I'll give to you is what they do politically to corruption. That's what is killing the anti-corruption war at all. Is when someone joins their party, he becomes non-corrupt. When they release their corruption list, Obani Koro was conspicuously missing. Obani Koro was part of the reason Nigerians voted for Buhari. The Ekitigate scandal that we broke, right? It was partly part of the reason people were saying, wow, finally there's solid evidence to get somebody. They flew $5 billion to Ekiti to go and rig election. Also, a soldier recorded it and gave it to them. And they were unable to do anything, but they gave it back to us. We published it. We were sued over it. We won in court. They arrested Obani Koro for 10 days.
Isn't that case still in court? That's what we're...
No, it's not in court. Obani Koro was not even charged.
No, Obani Koro's case is a case of plea bargaining.
Where's you are a lawyer?
Yes.
If you plea bargain, it has to be on record. Do you have a copy of the plea bargain?
I believe that should be the prerogative of the EFCC.
No,
and it can only be getting on request.
Okay,
I believe that you as a investigative journalist, which you have been over time, and we have.
He has said something that there is no corruption being fought anywhere.
But I've told you here before, many times that Buhari is not fighting corruption yet. He's just addressing corrupt issues.
But this is a strong point of
yes.
the campaign.
If Buhari is fighting corruption, if Buhari is fighting corruption, there are people that are writing letters outside. They are supposed to be writing that letter inside the cell. I've said it again and again.
We agree now.
You understand? I can agree with you on that point.
So as a supporter of this government, would you say that the government has failed in that regard?
In that regard, I think let me just use the word they are evolving. They have not failed.
They are evolving.
Because they have recovered some money.
You should give them some time.
Based on based on investigative
what
of view and some of the things he has been able to reel out, they have recovered some money.
Yes,
you understand?
That
means they are evolving. That's why I said they are not fighting corruption. They are addressing
evolving.
They are addressing corrupt issues.
Tell us that they are coming to
evolve.
Fighting
Okay, that's another point.
Well, I believe one thing.
To the extent that Nigerians will be I think 80% of Nigerians have voted for Buhari.
Yes, because of that Mr. Integrity.
Calm down. They wanted him to
clean up the
see people
system
in jail. They wanted to see. But what has happened?
Don't let my friend forget that we are in democracy.
No.
You cannot act as
the
if
courts.
Yeah.
The courts are
when democracy. Look at
No.
Dino today.
Let's
get the issue. It's not as simple as that.
It's not the cause that are problem. The problem of the Buhari regime is the incompetent people running the government, or some of them very compromising. The Attorney General is the chief compromiser of the anti-corruption war. The Attorney General of Buhari. As we speak now, he's doing a lot of things to even damage the little that they are doing. And if I am an outsider and you have your Attorney General record of physically supporting corruption actively, like they are doing with Halliburton, they are doing with OPL 245,
I'm telling
Siemens, you can just tell that it's either the president is not serious himself, because he ought to have fired the Attorney General immediately he compromised their first case. They cannot even conclude one case because they are bungling it. If the EFCC is here to arrest somebody, you see the DSS there to sabotage the arrest. I mean, these are things that...
Barrister, what do you say about this? Yesterday, funny enough, I was talking with Onyekachi, Mr. East-West, about the approval for arms, because when we talk about corruption, it's not just the misappropriation of funds, but also the abuse of procedure. Now, this is a very sort of embarrassing one. Yes, for the purchase of the Tuscan aircraft from Toscano aircrafts from the United States. Approval given before you seek appropriation from the National Assembly, and all round we see this sort of abuses of procedure going on in this government. You're a lawyer, so just hold that thought for me. Let me go on a short break, and then we come back and look at it critically. Yeah, are you tired? You're tired, Abby.
I have like feeling sore throat.
Oh, sorry.
I'm good.
Just speak up a little bit as much as you can. I thought you would bridge it. Then bring another one.
Get ready for a fresh and innovative competition on radio. Give it up, Rainbow FM Mathematics and Science Quiz Competition Season 1. Come represent your alma mater at the Rainbow FM Quiz Competition. Stand a chance to win fantastic prizes for you and your school owners and administrators. Showcase the standard of education in your school. Participate in the Rainbow FM Mathematics and Science Quiz Competition. Rainbow FM Mathematics and Science Quiz Competition will be transmitted live on Rainbow 94.1 FM on our website and across social media on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and more. For registration, participation, and sponsorship, send an email to schoolquiz@rainbow941.fm. Schoolquiz@rainbow941.fm. Or jam you on 0812-275-6011 or Femi 0703-452-1114. For more inquiries, visit www.rainbow941.fm. Follow us on social media at Rainbow941FM on FM. Whatever you do, and however you do it, you are like no other. Indomie, like no other.
My Indomie, my style. Indomie noodles. Tasty nutrition. Good for you.
Okay.
Studio one.
Alright. Alright, MTV, good morning. So we're served in the same place with my wife in Taraba back then. And from what she told me, this guy is the best for the position of president in this nation. We are tired of old and expired men who don't know why they are in power. So we'll move on as we are behind you. God is with you. That is coming from
On
Funshop.
election day, we not turn around and see nobody there.
You don't know
Nigerians.
that. You don't know that. I don't think his countenance
Okay, this one from Uche.
Let's hope
Yeah.
we walk the
I don't know what happens on election day.
No, let's hope
Everybody
we
will be
walk
like,
the talk.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, my comrade
Everybody's
there will
like,
tell you.
we're gonna do a revolution. We're gonna put them out of office. And on election day, I don't know what happens.
Uchenna Philip Anyadio says, thank you, Madam Moyo. Barrister
He's
is
being technical.
today.
Vice just respects
Yeah,
himself.
being
He
technical,
doesn't
you
want to,
Trying to
contest
one leg
much
there.
with his friend.
I'm enjoying this show this
That
morning.
is what
Please,
wisdom deserves.
yeah, please tell Mr. Sowore to always speak.
Yeah,
up.
a lot of people are
Yeah, I
saying
listened to him
speak
yesterday
loud.
at one radio station, and his voice is too low, and it's also low this morning.
I
Mr.
think he
Sowore,
has
speak
been
louder, like a
campaigning a lot.
politician. You are our man. Come 2019.
All right, good morning, Moyo the best. Jim Boy, Barack Obama became the American president because of his pet projects to the less privileged in his domain. Moyo, please help me ask that man who has traveled all over Nigeria how many students are under his scholarship list. We have seen many young men and women given opportunities in this country, and they squandered it then. When Nigeria was a bit okay financially, I beg, make them go start from the fundamentals. That's why Buhari's son, who has not worked one day in his life, is riding on a bike of over 3 million. Where did he get the money from? Mac Andy in Ibafo. All right, do you want to quickly make a response to that?
Which of them?
Do you think that you are too? I mean, the young people have been given opportunities and then they bungled it. Your friend has said that, consistently. They talked about the what's it called now?
Dimeji Bankole,
Dimeji Bankoles,
the Kogi State man.
No, the one in Delta State. What a James
the
Iboris of
Ibori.
this world. The time they came into office and what they left office with.
I'm not James Ibori, I'm not Major Bankole. Those guys probably didn't, they didn't have pedigree. They never fought for anything. When I've never even heard that Major Bankole joined the student union before. When Ibori was voted for, Chief Ganifa came out and showed to the world that he was a thief. People still decided to stand with him. They voted for him a second time. It was a court battle about it. So, in my own case, I have a 30-year period of pedigree and history of fighting for what is just and right in this country. I have led student unions before, fought very hard battles, been part of pro-democracy groups, and some 12 years ago started a website that you all know that has helped this country to open up the government, make it accountable, put their feet to fire. Some of our works are the reason why Nigeria is where it is today. I'm not claiming credit for everything that was done on the website I did with other people. So what am I trying to say to you? You cannot compare me, who has lived an open and transparent life for 30 years that you can read his history of. You have colleagues who are testifying to my integrity right from NYC. I have students that have been in before, have been with me before. So I can't just make those comparisons. But if you want to judge between old people and young people who have done the worst, it's the old people. Old people have screwed the people of Nigeria over time and time again.
But are the young people ready? This is the issue.
When
we read this, it says,
how long does it take for someone to be ready?
Please bring Sowore more often. See how scared Barrister is of Sowore. Sowore, please don't let him fool you with him calling you friend. He's number one Buhari supporter. This is Ayo. Now, Ayo also feels that I am not respecting Sowore's candidacy. He feels I'm mocking him. I'm really not mocking him. I'm just challenging him. I want to get the best out of him. Okay. Hailers hail liars and Buhari Deans. Face your candidate. Leave propaganda. Sowore, what is Nigeria's real population? How will you get Nigeria's data right? Woo! That's a tough one.
It's not a tough one.
It isn't?
It's not. It's actually the easiest thing to do with technology. Look, almost every Nigerian...
I'm sure you know where he's going, right? You know where he's going about the northern figures. I suspect that's where he's going.
But already the work has been cut out for any Nigerian leader who is serious. Most northerners, southerners today, they have bank accounts, they have passports. There's nothing you can do nowadays without participating electronically in the world. So that makes it easy for us to even mine data and tell where people are, where they're from. That's what statistics is about. When you cannot get exact, accurate figures, you use prevailing parameters of participation in economic activities, even social media, to tell what the population of the place is. You can geolocate people now these days. So it's very, very simple. We have an idea of what Nigerian population is. We continue to work on it. And our problem is not just the population, it's how to take care of our population. That's what I'm about. If you have all the figures in your hand and you don't do anything about it, what's the big deal about it?
Oh boy, it always ends when it's about time to, when the fun is just about kicking off, So, Yele, of course, you're in the mix now, so we hope to see you more often.
Absolutely.
Please treat yourself through so that you can really project like I've known you to, he has never been a very loud, speaker like that, but
the voice
we need the voice to come out.
Activism. No, because of presidency, but now I think you need to jump then too because
he needs to. All right then. Thank you so much indeed for coming. I'll just quickly read this one though. Oh my God, no, I can't. Somebody was sending something about the weapon thing. Very interesting. Thank you for coming, Barrister. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.